Hey guys, this is Joseph here. I found another post on Reddit by the username bonnabelll with three L's. Basically, she posts, "Hey, I have a salary making 2 grand a month. I have a side hustle selling antiques, making a few hundred a month typically, but was able to make 3,000 just now." And basically, she's asking what to do. She posts that she has a rent for $450 per month and has a couple of debts, a small personal loan with $600 left in the loan, where she pays $117 per month, and two credit cards, one at a $3,400 balance and the other one at $1,800 balance. I'm guessing she doesn't say, but about maybe $100 some per month on the 3,400 and maybe like $50 some per month on the 1,800. Um, Normally, I would recommend putting all of that money into paying off the credit cards probably, because obviously as you pay down the balance, your monthly minimum obligation goes down on the credit cards. Uh, by doing that, of course, you're going to be increasing your cash flow. However, in this particular case, just because the small personal loan that you have is only $600 left, and it has an impact of $117 per month, which I think is the biggest impact that you can have in the combination of three debts. And by again paying that off, you would immediately free that up. And by paying off the other smaller credit cards, you will further increase your cash flow, and you can kind of use that all of that towards paying off the other one as well. And so I think that's those. I think most people recommended paying off that small personal loan first, paying off the smaller credit cards second, and aggressively attacking the bigger credit card balance that you have to be debt free. Um, Now, after all of that, the debt is paid, a lot of people talking about maybe setting aside an emergency fund, setting aside this and this, maybe putting more money towards to your side hustle since you got the skill, know-how, and this sort of things. I agree to a certain degree. Absolutely, you gotta have an emergency fund, right? Once all the debt is paid for, you don't want to go back into the debt just because something comes up. You want to have a little bit of emergency fund, and normally you want to have what they say, what 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. I think that's a very very good start to have that. One thing that I actually disagree, and a lot of people will actually disagree with me probably, is that you have a side hustle that's going. It sounds like you have a lot of experience and know-how, knowledge, and stuff like that. But in this particular case, in this particular time, I'm just not sure if that's the right move for you as is. First, I think again the emergency fund first. But after that's all done, I think the other thing should be or would be needs to be the increasing, maybe getting a job, getting a different job actually. I understand you have a salary coming in, this $2,000 per month, but really, and again, I don't know all the details of your expenses, but I'm just not sure if that's enough for you to kind of focus so much more so on the side hustles to kind of turn it into a full-blown business and that sort of things. I just don't know if there's the margin is there for you to actually be able to you know devote your time and effort into that side business or the hustle. So I think it's maybe better use or more efficient way maybe to try to maybe find a different job where it will pay you more than just, I'm guessing it's $2,000 bring home from your primary job, but perhaps finding another job or another source of income where you can get more than 2 grand a month, so you can actually build up a little bit more of the cash flow, so you can build up a little bit more cushion, a little bit more margin before you fully devote yourself into starting the business, continuing that, because again you already have the knowledge, you already have the know-how, and something like that just doesn't go away just because you took a pause on it, you took a break on it for a couple of months or a couple of years and whatnot. You can kind of still stay in touch and still stay engaged as far as the trend and the all of that is concerned. But I think right now the first thing to focus on is perhaps getting more the guess again is a little bit better income from your primary job until you feel comfortable enough to actually make that transition, spending more time. Because I feel like one of the reasons why we're struggling to begin with isn't because you just started this side hustle and you couldn't really focus on your finances, or you spent too much money on that the side hustle. I think it's just because your day-to-day life, where you're managing your personal finances with the other expenses, and that's how you accumulated debt. I feel like if you had that more on a more solid foundation, more solid ground, that you wouldn't necessarily have to fall back into more debt where you're struggling more, just because again you have that more solid foundation. Hope this helps. And again, I know a lot of people might disagree that that's the whole point of having the side hustle, is to increase that income, which I get all of that. It's just I just don't know if the having that enough cushion and having that enough the margin as is enough for her to do all of that. Thank you.